Hey guys, so I'm bringing you an update, a long overdue update of the 10-gallon planted tank. This is just on my computer. I wanted to show you a video of a little image of my last video so you can see the changes that have happened in the last month and a half. I have changed this tank quite a bit. And yeah, I just thought it would be nice to have a little reference of what it looked like before. So I've just cleaned it, so it's a little foggy, but I'll show you. So as you can see, things, especially the grass, has grown in a lot, and I've added a few things, one of the biggest things being some fish. So we'll talk about them first. I've added the emerald eye rasboras that I had in the 65-gallon tank because I felt like this tank just needed a little bit more life in it, and they've definitely done the trick because they're so active and bright. And you can't see in this video very well, but their eyes just glow bright green. So it really complements the green in the tank, I think. So I added them. Another change is that I moved the submersible heater from the corner to underneath the filter. I did this for two reasons. One was I was trying to gain some better control over the heat distribution in this tank, which I've been having issues with. And the second reason was that I found when I'm standing in front of the tank looking at it, I notice it less there than I did when it was in the corner. What else? I added these Crips from the 65-gallon, which the fish have really enjoyed having the extra coverage, and the shrimp have as well. They spend a lot of time hiding out in behind them. There's one. And I'm hoping that this will encourage them to breed, having a little bit more coverage and things for their eggs to stick to. And I think that part of the issue is that their eggs might get tossed around a lot in here. Also, I thought I'd address the bubble issue again. A lot of you have mentioned on my videos that the baby tears are pearling. They definitely are not pearling. I have really fizzy tap water. When it comes out of my tap, it's almost like Sprite. That's what this is. I've just cleaned it, and as you can see, everything just gets coated in bubbles. So it's not pearling. It's just bubbly tap water. I wish it was pearling, but it's not. Another change. This is the little bush of hygrophila from the nano tank. I've put it in here in the hopes that it will take off like this one did. Believe it or not, these two hygrophila started off looking identical, and this is what's happened to them. So it just goes to show what different conditions in your tanks can do to your plants. This one is really healthy and happy. It has, good root growth. And yeah, it's just taken off. It's a lot more green. And this one is pink and tight and scraggly, and I'm hoping it'll perk up since moving into this tank. I've also planted a little sprig of hygrophila there to see what happens, to see how easy it is to propagate and grow these plants. I just kind of broke a branch off the one I moved from the nano tank, and I'm hoping to see how it takes off. Something else that's changed in this tank is that I had a die-off of some of the baby tears. So these two in the back, which are doing really well, were part of the original planting of the baby tears. And they've been growing well and spreading, but for some reason the other ones all turned brown and completely died off. So just last week I pulled them all out, which was a messy ordeal, and I've replaced them with new ones that I picked up at Big Al's in Whitby, Ontario, which is an awesome fish store. If any of you guys live near it, you should check it out. So these ones are all new, and I'm hoping that they will fare better than the others. I think they will, as conditions in this tank now are pretty steady and consistent, whereas before the tank was new and I was doing a lot of messing around with temperature and fertilization to find what worked. So I've noticed now that already since last week, these ones have been grabbing the substrate, and this one here has been grabbing the rock. So I think that's a good sign, and I'm hoping for the best. So far, I've just been letting the dwarf or the micro swords do what they want, and this is what they've done. So they seem to want to grow along the sides here, and for some reason straight up the middle. So for now, I'm just going to let them go crazy and do whatever they want. And I wanted to show you this, which I think is really cool. They grow